What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Trianus here with another lovely WoW private server review. I'm simply going to do a quick walkthrough, well, hopefully relatively quick walkthrough of the server, its layout, some of the custom content they've added, things like that. This is a relatively new server. I think it's only been around for about a year. They are a 255 fun server. They also have a level 80 custom server, I believe, both of which are, very interesting, very developed, and they have put so much time and dedication into getting this server running and pleasing to the eye, if you will. They are called CausticWoW, I believe is how it's pronounced. I'm not 100% sure on that, so don't quote me, but they are phenomenal. The owners are just so friendly, so down to earth, and very interactive with the community. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into it, and we will actually go over the character creation screen because they do have some new races in it, as well as they have two new classes that I will show you guys. But those videos I'll go more in depth in separate videos. So you guys will see I have some characters here, but don't worry about that. We'll go into the new character creation. As you guys will see, they do have the traditional 10 races from, original Wrath of the Lich King, but they also have an additional 8 here. You'll see that they have the Broken on the Alliance side, male and female. Female just means they have no hair. You have the Tuskars. Female means that they have no tusks, and male means they have tusks and facial hair. They're walrus people. Then you have High Elves. Literally, they are pretty much the same as Blood Elves, just for the Alliance. So I don't know why they did that, but they did. It's okay. Nope. Props to them. And then on the Alliance, the last but not least, they have the Naga. A lot of people like the Naga. Me, personally, I don't. That's just a personal preference. Now, on the Horde side, we have the Skeleton. So the Skeleton is very similar to the Undead. They just have no skin, as you can see. They are just pure bone, which is pretty badass. And then you have the Ogre. Now, I know an Ogre amongst a lot of private servers has been a very popular race people have been trying to acquire, and they did it. They have the male and female version. The female version just means that you have 2 heads, so I'm sure most people are going to roll with this. I mean, who wouldn't? You're a fucking 2-headed ogre, man. Like, why not? And then you have the Vrykul. These guys just freak me out because they're so massive. You have the male and female. The female shoulder seems to be a little messed up there, but, what can you do? Hey, if that's what you want to do it, shoot. But, they are very large. And then we also have the Forest Troll. Forest Trolls are the exact same size as the Trolls. They're just larger, like they're bulkier. And those are the 8 new classes, like I said, 8 new races, like I said, you could have. But the coolest thing about this are the 2 new classes that you will see right here. Now, granted, keep in mind that if you choose to get these classes, you will have 1 class denied, because with the basic interface, you can only have 10 classes. So when I got the Demon Hunter, you can't use a Druid, so you have to weigh your outcomes. But the Demon Hunter doesn't have any gear, and like I said, I will go into more in-depth videos about both classes when I can, because they are very customized. They are all properly done, very well done with the developers. They are just 100% custom classes. The Demon Hunters are both spellcasters and melee. Don't know about the Invoker. The Demon Hunter is in beta stage at the moment, and you can only achieve this through donations, and I believe they have an item that drops in-game where you can actually unlock a Demon Hunter. But don't quote me on that. I'm not 100% sure. And the Invoker's in alpha stage. I don't think anyone has access to that yet. So without further ado, let's go ahead and create a character so we can go in the game. I'll just make a freaking warrior. Let's make an orc. We'll do that. Let's call him Hella Faded. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and get in game. And this server is a new server, as said previously, so it's not very populated, but the people that do play are very nice, very, very, helpful and things like that. It's a very customized server. So this is the mall. It's very, crazy and just, whew. I mean, there's a lot to look at. There's a lot developed into this server, but we will go more into that later. I do want to get started on leveling up your character, because they took it to a whole nother level and created 4 instances to level your character. It's divided into 4 separate instances, and why not? Man, it's pretty awesome. So the first things you want to do is when you set up your bars, your interface, however you feel like doing, and then you want to come talk to this guy right here, and he'll have 2 quests for you. This is the Welcome to CausticWoW, and then he gives you an Orb of Recall and then some food. The Orb of Recall just is like a Hearthstone. It just allows you to come back to wherever your innkeep is set. And then he teleports you here. This is the first leveling zone. There's always a teleporter, and we're getting attacked. Wonderful. So, all you do now, it would help if I could, thank you. Shit, I wouldn't die. They wouldn't die. But, you will level up pretty quick, and all of your skills are unlocked naturally for you. And within each instance, oh my god, go away. They do have they do have quests that you can do, which give you basically money and a ton of experience. So make sure you do these quests within each raid. So I'm going to go ahead and skip through this, guys, and I will show you kind of a little bit of each instance, and I'll see you at the end when we hit level 255. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We are done leveling to 255. What in the world is there to do now? I don't know. There's so much to do. You can either start PvPing, or you can go in the PvE aspect. I'd recommend going PvE because 1, it's simpler, and 2, PvP isn't very popular right now. So, that would take you so much more to grind. But the PvE section is so easy. Keep in mind, I am on a different character, a guy that I have level 255. I've leveled him up and everything like that. I just, didn't level with him. It was taking too long, and I wanted to work on this. So, first things first. You leveled as 255. You finished everything. What you want to do is you want to come over to this guy right here, and you want to talk to the dungeon. You want to get the dungeon crawler. Talk to this guy here. Complete the quest, okay? Do it again, and you should have it. Then in your inventory, you should have something called the dungeon crawler. You want to right-click this, and this guy will give you quests for where you are going to start your quest line. And first off, you start with Hellfire Ramparts, and in order to get there, you just come to this teleporter, and you go to Endgame Dungeons, Tier 1, Hellfire Ramparts. And within each dungeon, you will progress and get gear and level up your gear. This is Tier 1, then it goes Tier 2, Tier 3, Tier 4, etc. Right? Well, with that being said, you can do this with groups. A lot of the content is soloable, and there's raids. Each raid drops Tier 1, or Tier 2, or Tier 3, the epic version. Tier 1 is Tier 1. I mean, all the blues that drop are what you're looking for. But the raids, now honestly, Magtheridon's lair is one that most people skip after you do with tier 1 and all of the quests. You want to work your way to tier 2. Now after you gear up in tier 2, you run it a couple of times of each of the dungeons, you get the gear, you want to look for a group for, what is it called? Yeah, Serpent Shrine Cavern. And with that, you will progress and gear up, and you just work your way through the dungeon. There's tons of dailies. After you finish your quest lines, you'll get dailies, which will give you loot, as well as things to reset your dungeon. I mean, there's so much content on this server. These guys here, this is your donation rewards, as you guys will see. There's all sorts of different stuff that you can donate with. Back here, this will actually show you what they've done for the donations. If you decide to donate, you can actually purchase like tier 1 and tier 2. So if I click right here, this, wrong one. Which one is it? Here, you can actually purchase all of tier 1 with donation coins if you want to. That's up to you. You don't have to. If you want to play it naturally, you can. But this will allow you to buy all of tier 1. Or, well, tier 1 isn't as worth it as tier 2 is, but this is tier 2. So then you just buy the items and then you progress through. They have a Transmogrification system, which works just as any other transmog system. They have a Reforger, which works just the same way as Reforger. Here you'll see the PvP gear. You have your Gladiator season, as it requires honor. Now, this server is a free-for-all server. If you don't know what that means that it's free-for-all. You go out into the world, it is free-for-all, no matter what. You can kill people of your own faction, but it doesn't happen in the city. But outside of the city, it is free-for-all. Every man for himself, etc., etc., etc. Just how it should be. So Gurubashi is always super fun, because it doesn't just require the arena. You can kill them just out and about. Here you'll see mounts. These are the mount vendors for you if you want to purchase some mounts with your donor coins. All these guys, these vendors and stuff, don't really have much of a purpose right now, so you don't have to worry about those. This guy here is your glyphs, so you can get all your glyphs as you need. You can purchase them with gold. You have your badge of justice. Now, all of this is, most of it requires you getting reputation, and the reputation is done by doing different events, as well as just farming some of the dungeons. People know more about that. I haven't quite gotten there yet, so, people do know what they're talking about. They do have the ability to, give you any answer you have. The owners are always on and everything like that. And that's really all there is to the server. If you guys enjoyed, please give this video a big old thumbs up. And if you have any questions, please leave it in the comments below. I will do what I can to make sure that you guys enjoy your time on this server. I am on this server as much as possible. I have my standard characters, Trianus, Ashtarn, this guy here, Cunix. So if you guys need anything, throw me a whisper, send me a mail, whatever I can do to help, I will be more than happy to. One of the owners' name is Sin. He's in-game nearly all the time. He's very friendly, very happy, and this server, I feel, will do well as long as we get it out there and as long as we do what we can to make sure that this server is run the way it needs to be run. So, again, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next video where I will be going over the Demon Hunter class, showing all the talents and spells, things like that, and then I will be going over the Invoker when the Invoker is available. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Peace! Like